Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into the next video, if this is your first time here and you like the information and content, please hit that subscribe button, click on that little bell icon, that way you get notified when I post new videos, or you can click that little picture of me and my beautiful wife down in the corner, that'll get you subscribed too. With that being said, let's get down into the next video. Drivers now have an out. And what I mean by that is third-party passengers. We don't have to take them if we didn't want to. Maybe some of you already know about this, maybe some of you don't. So for those of you that don't, check out the video. I got in contact with both Uber and Lyft and was concerned because I had a third-party passenger and something about that ride just didn't feel right. And I've said in previous videos, if something about a ride doesn't feel right, don't take it. Well, this one didn't quite feel right, so I canceled it. I notified the driver support team for the platform I happened to be working on at that time. And, well, I'll be danged, I was quite shocked. I told them the situation, and they removed the ride from my calls. So it didn't affect my acceptance rating, didn't affect my star rating, cancellation rating, nothing. So anyway, with that being said, sorry I'm holding the phone, and yes, I'm in my car. I called Lyft and Uber and I asked them both the very same question. What happens if somebody calls for a third party and something about that just doesn't seem right? Both Lyft and Uber verified this with emails, and I have ticket numbers too, that said if the app holder or the account holder, I should say, is not present and is calling for a third party, it is 100% up to you whether or not you want to take that ride or not. The problem with third party rides is that obviously that ride can't be tracked with both the driver and the account holder because the account holder is calling for a third party. And as we all know, everybody's more than happy to start throwing out allegations, false complaints, and trying to get their money back and what have you. So both Uber and Lyft said, in essence, the exact same thing. If we arrive at a call and we have a certain name and a certain picture, if we're lucky, but let's just go with a name, and a person walks up and obviously they don't fit the description, they don't match the picture, or it's not the person or the account holder, you can ask if the account holder or the person requesting the ride is available. If they are, then they need to come outside, verify the ride, and then it's up to you. I personally, now that I know this information, am not taking third-party rides unless there are really some extenuating circumstances that it's just going to be beneficial to take that person from point A to point B. But again, with all the false reports and all that other stuff, we can show up and pick up a third-party passenger and they can simply just say, hey, you know what, I never took the ride, I requested it, the driver showed up, said that he picked me up or she picked me up, drove from point A to point B, ended the ride. But if you check the account holder's GPS, they never left the house. So where is a driver to dispute that? It's going to show us going from point A to point B, but it's going to show the account holder's GPS stationary at the house. And that's where the third-party rides can be kind of tricky. So again, I called Lyft and Uber and they both said the same thing. If you're not comfortable with it and the account holder isn't there, don't take the ride. Don't cancel the ride either. Let that timer time out and hit passenger no-show. Then shut your app off and either call the driver support for whatever platform you're working on and explain to them the situation. This person called for a third party wasn't the account holder. I didn't want to take the ride. I was uncomfortable. Document everything. Make sure they send you a verification email stating that they documented everything, and turn your app back on, start your night again. Make sure, of course, you drive a couple miles away from that location so they don't get you back again. But again, just a little trick of the trade I found out. And if you're already aware of it, great. If you weren't aware of it, if maybe you're a new driver, new to the channel, what have you, it's a good piece of advice. And I personally am not taking third-party rides because, again, they are untrackable. And if anything goes south during that ride, it's our word against the passengers, and we already know how that works and who these people are going to side with. So third-party rides, take them, don't take them. Use your better judgment. Remember, you're the independent contractor. It's your vehicle, and you have the right to say, come on in, or you have the right to say no. Just don't manually cancel the ride. Wait for the timer to time out. Get your cancellation fee. Turn your app off. Notify either Lyft or Uber, depending on what platform you're driving on. Document everything and drive away. Turn your app back on. Continue about your day or your night. I hope that was a little bit helpful. And with that being said, be safe, be professional, keep it real, and as always, drive on.